Week 7 is in the books, and what a week of college football it was. First off, Red River Shootout from Dallas, Texas. Texas Longhorns dominate Oklahoma by a score of 34-3. Texas racks up 406 yards of total offense, featuring 229 through the air and 177 on the ground. Most impressively, though, that rushing average for the Horns, 5.9 yards a carry. They gashed the previously tough Oklahoma defense. The play of the game, though, for certain, Silas Bolden recovering a fumble in the end zone for a touchdown. This is a prime example of why you never give up, not only in football, but in life as general. If I were a coach in high school or middle school or college or the NFL, I am playing this clip over and over and over for my athletes and saying, this man is a model for never quitting. Turned out to be the play of the game for the Red River Shootout and turned the entire game's momentum all the way around in favor of Texas. Now, in addition to being an impressive offensive performance, the Longhorns also dominated on the defensive side of the ball. Oklahoma limited to a total of 239 yards, and that includes a paltry 91 rushing yards. Texas, after a very slow start in the first quarter, found themselves down 3-0, then exploded with 34 unanswered points to win a very lopsided Red River Shootout by a score of 34-3. Now, there are reports at the end of the game that the Oklahoma secondary was not happy with the outcome of the shootout. They said that Texas, quote, didn't earn, unquote, their victory. Well, maybe the Sooners can make a t-shirt about that this year. And next week for the Horns is another huge game. They host the Georgia Bulldogs in Austin in prime time on Saturday night. Another huge game that got a lot of media run, South Carolina at Alabama. Crimson Tide come out on top by a score of 27-25 after South Carolina made several self-inflicted errors throughout the game that most likely cost them the victory in Tuscaloosa. Now, a lot of people in Columbia upset with the Gamecocks today, saying they should have won the game, and I pretty much agree with that assessment. I will say this, though. I don't recommend giving up on Coach Beamer just yet. There are certainly improvements that need to be made on the offensive side of the ball, but defensively, South Carolina is getting where they need to be. They are becoming a defensive juggernaut in the SEC, and I think that is where they're going to make their bread and butter. So for the folks in Columbia, I would say hold on at least another year with Coach Beamer at the helm and see how things go. You can see the ship is starting to turn around. Now, whether he'll make that complete 180, well, that remains to be seen, but I think things are heading in the right direction defensively. He's just got to get that last piece of the puzzle, the offensive side of the ball, figured out. And when that happens, they're going to be a dangerous team. Another game that got a lot of media attention, and rightly so, Oregon hosting Ohio State. Oregon comes out on top by a score of 32-31 in Eugene. Now, taking a look at this game from afar, you have to think these two teams are probably going to meet again at the end of the season for the Big Ten championship. At this juncture in the 2024 season, I don't see two teams any better in the Big Ten than Oregon and Ohio State. So for my money, I think these two teams will meet one more time in Indianapolis at the end of the year for a winner-takes-all game for the Big Ten title. All in all, another entertaining week of college football is in the books. I enjoyed it immensely. I hope you did too. This is Kevin saying stay tuned for the SEC Power Rankings for Week 8. Hook 'em horns, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Texas and blood around the world. Don't let Lou Hahn